Hi everybody, it's Kim from Patriot Garden. We have a blizzard in Connecticut. It's cold out here and it's very windy today, but I just wanted to go over a few things that we did here to make sure that the chickens are comfortable and are eating, and that their coop is safe for them in these really cold temperatures and wind gusts and lots of snow. Now, admittedly, I pamper them a little, but I only have 5 layers, so I can afford to pamper them a little. If I had a whole flock of 20-30 chickens, I might let them fend for themselves a little bit more. My chickens actually do fend for themselves. They stay out in the coop no matter what the weather. Chickens do probably better in the cold than they do in the heat. I don't offer supplemental heat because they don't need it. Even with just 5 of them, they can huddle together and they can keep warm. You may have watched my videos before, so you know that I occasionally make them warm oatmeal in the morning. I definitely feed them eggs once a week. That's for protein and also to keep their body temperature up. I offer whole corn that also helps keep their body temperature up. And lately I've been bringing out my pot of hot water and just creating a warm mush with their regular pellets. A little bit of pampering, kind of like when I used to iron my kids' socks in the winter. Yeah, I'm that kind of mother. So let me just tell you a few other things that I do to keep them healthy. Every other day or so, especially when it's really cold like this, I coat their combs and their wattles with like Vaseline. Bad Balm will do. Anything that is not water-based, because that kind of would defeat the purpose. It will definitely help cut down on the chance of frostbite. If you go out and the combs are starting to get little white tips, or you see on the edges of their wattles white, that is the beginning of frostbite. You want to handle that right away. But to avoid frostbite in the coop, remember to keep it draft free and also moisture free. You might notice that I took the food out of the coop because this morning they were very hesitant to come out, and I want them to eat to stay healthy. But basically, you don't want to leave food and water in the coop. That's just a recipe for disaster. It builds up the moisture. Then if you get some cold air, that's definitely not something that you want in your coop. So create a space where they can come out of the coop, get some fresh air. They're not really crazy about walking on the snow. They're kind of princesses in that area. But with a little hay, they'll come out, they'll drink their water and their food, and then if they want to go back in the coop, they can. Eggs need to be collected on time in freezing weather, otherwise they'll freeze and crack, which is not a bad thing because those are the ones I save to feed back to them once a week. Just make sure that they're eating things that will build up their body temperature. Make sure that they always have access to food and water. Make sure that you don't leave food and water for the long term in their coop. I know that makes you feel better, but it's not going to be really healthy for them in the long run. And take care of them physically. Make sure they have something to walk on besides just snow, and make sure that their wattles and combs are safe from frostbite. Other than that, chickens are very self-sustaining. They take care of themselves and they'll be fine in a little winter storm. But I did coat their run for the first time ever in plastic because we were supposed to get really heavy winds, and that was really selfish of me. I just didn't want to shovel out the run of 3 feet of snow like I did last year. All right, so that's pretty much it. I'm getting cold out here. I'm going to go back inside and keep that fire going. I hope you're all doing well. If you are watching this from a blizzard, and if you're watching this from summer, I'm very jealous. Have a great day, everybody. I'd say happy gardening, happy seed starting. Oh gosh, ladies, thank you. Even in a blizzard, you come through.